All right. Welcome back to another edition of Build Your Legacy Insurance Edition podcast. Today, we have got a new member of the team, Miss Tracy Goodman, our new agency growth coach. We brought her in today. We just had a conversation recently with Jack Calabrese, the Chief Growth Officer with SIAA. And one of the themes that we picked on or kind of talked about was all the support that we offer our members. And so Tracy, as the new growth coach, really spearheads that for us and has been spending the last few weeks and months, I'd say, into everything we offer, right?
Yeah.
And so wanted to bring her in today to sort of talk about some of those things. She is the one that leads that for us. So want to welcome you, Tracy.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here. My 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. And so want to kind of get into a few things. First and foremost, new to SIA of North Carolina, but not new to the insurance industry, right?
No.
Tell us how you found your way here.
Okay.
I'm sure you grew up dreaming of being an insurance agent.
Doesn't everybody? I'm one of the accidental careers.
Okay.
Kind of fell upon it later in my life.
Okay.
Lived in Massachusetts, raising my two daughters, and actually started my career doing voluntary benefits with Aflac.
Okay.
And while my children were in school, and it led to selling and getting life and health licensed, and having a lot of success there. I'm very passionate about building relationships with people. And I really collaborated with a lot of different business owners, which led to a property and casualty opportunity at two different agencies within a 10-year span.
Okay.
When I lived in Massachusetts. And the primary focus was, what's a better way to get to more people, but at the workplace?
Yeah.
So I built a niche in going after and cross-selling personal lines opportunities within the books of business that we were writing on the commercial side.
Okay.
So it became this passion of mine of being a field producer, not just someone bringing in their little deck pages and dropping them off to the front, the woman in the front or the man, who was working the small agency on Main Street. And I went out in the field and had the opportunity to move to Charlotte, North Carolina, joined a large agency and did a lot of high net worth personal lines, which led to some small business commercial, because why not? I so many of the individuals that I was writing the personal insurance for had businesses. Yeah. And I had such a passion to help them. And also because I was life and health licensed, I could talk to them about disability. Fast forward, had a really diverse background, even had an opportunity of working on the carrier side. Right. And doing some recruiting as well on the carrier side. So this opportunity came to me, and it's kind of brought me full circle. Yeah. And I love that. I love that I now get to take all my experience, my education of being a CIC and working with individuals and hearing and learning about what they need and what they want as an entrepreneur. And now I get to come up with creative solutions to help fulfill that opportunity for them.
Yeah, no, it sounds like your background's similar to mine, right? You've seen both sides of the coin.
Yes.
And now we're really in a great position to be able to solve those challenges for that small business owner while helping them compete with larger agencies.
Yes.
But more importantly, maintaining their independence as an agency.
Yep.
Right.
And I think so much of it is what I've come to realize is I'm not here just to help them write policies. Mm-hmm. I want to help them actually grow their agency. Yeah. And yeah, it's going to be hard to compete with the big guys, but that's not what the focus is. Yeah. It's about letting them thrive on what their goals and purpose is to be successful.
Awesome. Well, you've given us a rundown on where you came from, right? Sounds like you've got a diverse background that's really going to allow you to serve members appropriately. Tell me a little bit about the growth coach role, right?
Yes.
What exactly are you doing to help members?
Money and markets, Travis. That's my goal. I learned. It's all I've been told. Say nothing else. No, I really want to be the individual where, you get the opportunity of meeting these members and recruiting them and telling them who we are and how we're going to get them to A to B. Well, now it's my job to step in and be an extension of their agency and work with them as a collaborative effort together, forming that partnership so they can trust me to call me but also know that I'm going to provide them with resources and solutions.
Okay.
One of the greatest things was, yes, I had the opportunity to go to SIAA.
New Hampshire, right?
Yep.
You just got back here recently.
Yep. And it was phenomenal.
Okay.
And what it made me realize is here I work for one master agency, and we have all these master agencies that all form up to SIAA, and there are a massive amount of resources and the collaboration, learning the different things that I can provide our members, but even just the fact that there's like 40 plus of me across the country. And I've already spent many times on emails and Teams calls to learn what they're doing that I can bring to our ISMs, independent strategic members. And I'm finding some real excitement and success with that.
Yeah. I think that's the beauty of your role in particular in our relationship with SIAA as a whole, is that you're able to go out, find solutions. You're able to sort of piggyback on things and resources that are available to us at a national level, but bring it to that individual member here in North Carolina. You can, as I like to say, touch and feel us.
Yes.
And we can put that little flair on it that's for our market, right? Because every market's different. You're able to cultivate it and sort of make it work, make it like home.
Right.
If that's the best way to put it.
Without having to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
So that's the best part. So I'm taking it's funny. I use this phrase with my children sometimes, learn from my good, not my bad.
Right.
Okay. Because we're all not perfect.
No, nobody is.
And I want to do that with our agencies. Okay, I'm providing you some different resources and opportunities. So learn from what's going to make you click and work for you. And then what doesn't work for you or for us, part of SIA of North Carolina, because we have different markets and we have a different mentality and we have coastal opportunities. And some businesses want to be bigger and some are happy maintaining the level of book of business that they're at. I can help figure that out.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, so you were in New Hampshire. You spent time with Jack and his team.
Yep.
There's a ton of resources up there.
Tons.
Right. What are, highlight some of the things that really stuck out to you that are like, hey, these are great things that we can bring to a member to help them on the day-to-day basis.
So one of the biggest things, and I've already had such success, was the BIA program.
Okay.
It is our
Business Insurance Advantage program.
Yep. And already how many of our existing members don't even realize we have it.
Okay.
And just because everyone gets caught up in writing policies.
Yeah.
And we align with a consulting firm that is phenomenal that does these 7-week sessions. And I've actually been participating in it.
Okay. Awesome.
And it's been great to refresh my producer mindset of how to sell. And it's not about dissecting a deck page or how to do an accord form. We have trainings on that too. But this is about how to be a true risk advisor and how to understand how to get to a pre-close before you're even closing a deal. What is the pain points? How to figure that out? How to not just go in and ask for a deck page, because then you're just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I remember learning some of these skills, a long time ago in production, but I'm so excited now that I've already enrolled 10 different members.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
I have a lot of agencies now, some of our ISMs who have new producers who are new to the industry. And they need to understand this. They need to understand how to actually approach a sale.
Yeah.
So that's one of the great things that I've really been excited about doing.
Yeah, and I was going to say that BIA program is one that we've had for a while. We've revamped it, to your point, with the relationship with the consulting firm. And, the little joke that I tell, again, my family, their partners have been now for the last 6 years or so. I kind of jokingly tell my uncle all the time, because I cut my teeth with him. Hey, if you'd had all this stuff, I would have never had to go searching for things, right? And I think that's one of the huge benefits we bring a small business owner is that, that instantly big feel is more than just markets, right? I know we hammer the markets and the money, and that's the stuff that makes the deal work and makes it a win-win, but there's a lot of resources there. And, I can't tell you how excited we are to have you to be able to bring these things to our partners on a day-to-day basis.
I become very passionate and authentic about the things I do and the people in my life. And my goal is to be strategically intentional.
Yep.
And that's how I've been sitting down with our new ISMs and getting to know them and them getting to know me. I can give you what you need all day and I can solve problems and dot I's and cross T's and make phone calls for you, but that's not going to get you to the level of growth you want.
Yeah.
Let's look at what carriers work with the business you're writing. If you never have any desire to write commercial, then why are we even discussing commercial carriers with you or giving you all these resources? Let's focus on what your vertical is, what your industry specialty is. You want to just do construction? You have a producer who's just going to focus on Main Street business like dry cleaners and bakeries and, nail salons. Then let's align you with the right carriers that are going to do that.
They're going to write those things. Yeah.
And the carrier relationships are starting to love that too, because now I can put them in front of the right people to get them appointed and help them grow their books.
I think that's well said. And I was going to say, I think that's one of the things that a lot of people, and Jack and I talked about it, don't realize that relationship that you have not only with the members, but with the carriers on a day-to-day basis to bring that real-time information to a partner on where to focus, what to target, where they can grow is vital for their success as well as our carrier partners. So, I appreciate you taking the time today. Come in, introduce yourself. You're going to see Tracy out and about in the field. You're going to be helping members sort of, I'd say, deliver on the value proposition and achieve their goals and really sort of spearhead this thing for us. So
I have a lot of good ideas. Sometimes I've got too many that go a little crazy. We're going to go slow and steady and implement a lot of new things. And I'm super excited to be here. And Everyone's been great. Locally and regionally, it's awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today. I'm sure we're going to have you back on some other episodes.
Yes.
And guys, thanks for tuning in again. What we'll do is if you got any questions, other topics you want us to discuss, please, by all means, pop in the email, pop down below into the comments. Let us know what you want to hear. We'll go from there. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. You can catch our Build Your Legacy Insurance Edition podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, or send us over a topic recommendation at podcast@SIAofNC.com. If you're interested in learning more about what we do, visit us online at www.SIAofNC.com. We hope you enjoyed our newest episode. See you next week.